would like to call the December 12th, 2019 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Ms. Gray. Mr. Markgraf.
Here.
Mr. Long.
Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
No. Approval of minutes of the meeting on November 21st, 2019. Defer.
I recommend we defer the minutes of the meeting of November 21st, 2019.
And I'll concur. Item A, correspondence received from 5th District Councilman Dave Warple requesting $78,703.63 of gaming funds be allocated for a construction contract with Hawk Enterprises, and 6th District Councilman Scott Rakos requests $34,413.63 of gaming funds be allocated for the remaining balance of the contract to Hawk Enterprises, Inc. The request has been signed by both of the councilmen as well as the mayor.
I recommend we approve the request from the councilman.
And I'll concur. Okay. Item B, correspondence received from 6th District Councilman Scott Rakos requesting $3,190 be allocated for a construction observation contract with HWC Engineering. His request has been signed by himself as well as the mayor.
I recommend we approve Councilman Rakos' request.
And I'll concur. Item C, correspondence received from 5th District Councilman Dave Warple requesting $319,294.08 of gaming funds be allocated for a construction contract with Hawk Enterprises, Inc. The councilman has signed his request as well as the mayor.
I recommend we approve Councilman Warple's request.
And I'll concur. Item D, correspondence received from 5th District Councilman Dave Warple requesting $7,382.53 of gaming funds be allocated for the 2019 sidewalk repair program. His request has been signed by himself as well as the mayor.
I recommend that we approve Councilman Warple's request.
And I'll concur. Item E, title sheet of Cabela's Gateway 3rd Edition to the City of Hammond, submitted for approval. Is this something that we need to sign? Is it acknowledgement or we're approving it? Okay. We're going to approve it.
Okay, I recommend that that we approve the Cabela Gateway 3rd Edition.
And I'll concur. And we'll sign it afterwards.
Gotcha. Okay.
Item F, rental registration hearing on property located at 3928 Torrance Avenue.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Doesn't look like anyone appears for 3928 Torrance.
Okay.
What we have is Miss Margarita Rios purchased this property in October of 2016. She came in to fill out a rental affidavit. She has never lived there. She actually has an address in Surprise, Arizona. Ms. Rios currently also owns 6608 Van Buren, where she filled out an affidavit that her brother lives there. So we are looking for rental registration from 2016 to present. It has never been registered, and this is one unit.
1 unit for 4 years, right? Was 2016 still $5?
Yes. So we know, I mean, the house isn't vacant, that's obviously someone
The house
living
is
there?
not, no, the house is not vacant. She said that she has someone living there, and she had someone living there.
Never been registered since October 2016.
Correct.
And she has another property or properties here?
Yes, she currently owns 2 properties in Hammond. That is one of them. The other one is 6608 Van Buren.
And she lives in Arizona?
She lives in Arizona, correct?
The one on Van Buren's, though, is not in question today, though.
No, correct, no, no,
Are you
No.
looking for late fees?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to recommend that the late fee be applied for all 4 years, 2016, 17, 18, and 19, and also the $5 registration fee.
And I'll concur.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item G, correspondence received from Maintenance Supervisor Mr. Mike Vanes notifying Franklin Pest Control, 664 State Street, that their services are no longer needed, effective January 1, 2020. Is this something that we notify her of, or does he notify her of?
After you vote on the stamp approved.
Okay, so this is acknowledgement? We're voting on his recommendation? Okay, all right.
Okay, then I'm going to recommend that we approve Mr. Mike Vane's request.
And I'll concur. Item H, correspondence received from the New Community Baptist Church thanking the Hammond Police Department in assisting with their motorcade procession in honor of their church's Jubilee celebration. The letter is addressed to the Assistant Chief of Police, Mr. Short, as well as Lynn here. We will certainly send this off to the police department, right? Is this acknowledgement?
Yes.
Okay,
Good kudos, man.
I've also seen the letter, so thank you.
Okay, very nice. Acknowledgement purposes only. We will forward to PD. Unless you already have.
Maybe. Yeah. that's-
We'll make you aware
I'll
as
have my
well.
people
We'll
get
make
hold
you
of
aware as well. Item I, correspondence received from Councilman Mark Kelwinsky requesting $43,805.94 be allocated for the 139th Street reconstruction change order number 1 and requesting $145,600 for design of the Torrance Avenue reconstruction project between Goslin Street and CSS Railroad tracks with United Consulting. The request has been signed by the councilman as well as the mayor.
Okay, I recommend we approve Councilman Kalwinski's request.
And I will concur. Oh my, item J. This is our Belle Epoque item of the day.
Well done, sir.
Correspondence received from Mayor Thomas M. McDermott Jr. requesting $25,000 of mayor's gaming funds for a feasibility study performed by ArtSpace, investing the potential for a live work arts building in downtown Hammond. The request has been signed by the mayor.
Okay, I'm going to recommend that we approve Mayor McDermott's request.
And I will concur. Thank you. Matters from other board members. Mr. Long?
Don't have any, sir.
Okay. Matters from other department heads or their representatives. Mr. Button? Got anything? No? Okay, you good? EMA's good? I'm good, sir. Chris Moore, you good? Good. All right. New business, hearing none, seeing none. We'll go to old business. AA, status hearing on property located at 242 Doty Street.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
This is coming from the building inspector. As far as in regards to 242 Doty, he had spoke to the owner who is still trying to locate the necessary bond to complete the work there. If you guys remember, this is the house we've been dealing with for a while. It's been vacant. The foundation, basement foundation fell in. They were supposed to get a structural engineer in there.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. And it's yeah. So they, I guess, were needing to get a bond to complete whatever work they had, so.
Okay, so need a set a status hearing?
We can set it for maybe another 30 days.
Is Mr. Molina still working on this?
I believe
for the
he
ad?
is, I believe he is the attorney still.
Okay.
I have not heard anything different.
January 16th or something? Is that good? Okay. I'm going to recommend that we set this for status for January 16, 2020.
And I'll concur. Item BB, status hearing on property located at 6145 Ray Avenue.
Again, from the building inspector, he has not spoken to the owner since March. He and the building inspector, that is, as well as the electrical inspector, did an inspection there in March of this year, where the electrical passed. If I can. The pictures still show the house as being boarded up. It still needs a lot to be done. We have not been in communication with the owner. We can set it out for another 30 days to see if, we can be in contact with him to see what's the next step forward.
Okay. I'm going to recommend that we set this for status for also January 16, 2020.
And I'll concur. Item CC, status hearing on property located at 7739 Belmont Avenue.
This had just recently passed, getting another extension, I believe. I believe the owner is about 60 to 70% done, but I'd have to ask Kevin Smith, our attorney, if they have received the extension agreement. But from what the building inspector had mentioned, they just recently agreed to another extension, so that way the work can finish. And we can get it off, off the docket, I guess.
Do you want status again?
30 days, please.
Same.
Okay. I'm going to recommend that we set this for status for also January 16, 2020.
And I'll concur. Thank you. Item DD, correspondence received from Mr. Dean Button, city engineer, in response to the request for quiet zone crossings. You want me to read it, or do you care to just?
There was a correspondence received by the Board of Works at the last meeting, and it was referred to the engineering department. I had replied to the complainant on Seaclick Fix and wanted to make sure the board had a copy of my detailed response with all the metrics that are involved with the number of crossings we have in Hammond compared to the other communities and the costs, and that Mayor McDermott is involved significantly with a task force at NERC to try to alleviate the problems with particularly standing trains, as Captain Long is well aware of. Thank you. That's all, really. Thank you.
Acknowledgement? All right, we'll acknowledge your response, Mr. Button. Thank you. Item EE, rental registration rehearing request for property located at 3716 175th Place.
Hi, yeah, I'm Allison from Max Management, and we had a rental registration hearing, and then we were unable to make it, and then we were here last week just requesting that we could rehear the case because we just took over management of the property, and that's why it wasn't registered the last 2 years. So we just want to waive those late fees if possible.
I have no issue. So this is one unit owned by, is the owner George Hansen?
Yes.
Okay, owner's George Hansen, out of California. He owes for 2018 and 2019. We had it under an old property manager of Property Boss. When did you take it over?
In October.
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay, of 2019. So they are the new, so when you guys take over a property such as that, how do you know if it's registered or not? Do you
Well, we just come in and we just assume that that we just need to register it. We bring all the documents just to switch over so that all the management information is correct, so that it's under our management. And then sometimes we run into that it wasn't registered before, but, I mean, we hope that all the other management companies register, but we can't guarantee that, so.
So in your estimation, Property Boss dropped the ball on this one?
Yeah,
Unbeknownst to you guys, you took it over, and then you find out subsequently later that they haven't paid the rental registration for these 2 years on this property.
right.
Have you had any communication with Property Boss in this regard about this at all? No?
No.
18 and 19, right?
18 and 19.
Okay, having reconsidered the situation, I'm going to recommend that we waive the late fees for both years, and you have to register both years at a cost of $5.
Absolutely, sounds good.
And I'll concur.
Thank you.
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Item FF, agreement with Nice Engineering, Inc. for general engineering services.
The annual request we do with Nice Engineering to do minor engineering throughout the city. Contributions are made by each councilman district. I know that, I believe that there's one outstanding contract request. Okay, two then. I know one for sure. But we would seek your approval on this contingent upon the receiving the other approvals by the councilman.
Okay, I recommend we approve the agreement with Nees Engineering.
And I'll concur.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item GG, change order number 1 with First Group Engineering, Inc. for the multi-use trail on Soul Avenue and Hoffman Street.
So this is a reconsideration of an action at a previous Board of Works meeting. The
Sanitary district involved with this?
They are, and so this is the consent decree project. It's called a supplemental environmental plan that was approved by IDEM to avoid civil and stipulated penalties. The sanitary district has paid their costs to the city for the city to manage this project. There are sufficient funds in that account to pay for this change order. This is a result of additional environmental testing that was needed because the waste receiver, we didn't have a waste characterization of the material, and so they needed a characterization to make sure that it would be suitable to be disposed at the landfill in Newton County. And so you should not expect a contract from anyone because we have the funds available.
I recommend that we approve the change order with First Group Engineering.
And I'll concur.
If you don't mind, while I'm still here, you did ask if there were other actions from department heads. I would just say yesterday, the Indiana Department of Transportation opened the bid for Chicago Street Phase 1, which is Goslin from State Line to Sheffield and Sheffield from Goslin to Marble Street. The project low bidder was Grimmer Construction in the amount of $9,025,000. See, did I get that right? $9,025,000, which is within the budget, and so we expect to see an invoice from NDOT in the neighborhood of about $1.8 million in January to execute and authorize that agreement. So just wanted to let you know that we had a favorable response. The project was budgeted at $9.5 million, so we're right around $9 million, and we have a project.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 10, meeting open to the public. Mr. Duncanson, anything? No? Okay. Well, Mr. Long, I guess it's up to you.
I'm going to recommend we adjourn the meeting.
I'm going to concur.
Thank you.
Thank you.